January 6th, for what they say is supposed to etch history, scratch its place in history for Monday Night Raw, going digital, going to Netflix, first time ever. Basically, the WWE Network Part 2, but it the WWE name is not bigger than Netflix name. But anyway, January 6th, I don't know the full match card, but thus far we have CM Punk, Seth Rollins, the real Tribal Chief Solo Ho against the Tribal Chief, the original Tribal Chief, the old washed up Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. I fuss with Roman Reigns, but I like talking shit about him. I believe Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley for the world title. I don't know what else they're gonna have on there, but let's just go with those that's been advertised. WWE on Netflix. For what we see, is not going to be what a lot of people thought. And even myself kind of thought that this was probably going to be like maybe the new age of the quote unquote attitude era or ruthless aggression era, where it's a little bit more, we're going to get a little bit more edgier. We really don't know though. I mean, Seth Rollins and CM Punk could bleed. Roman Reigns and Solo could bleed. These are blood feuds. Hell, we might even get an AEW ripoff by the women bleeding. You know, they did do that on NXT a month ago when they attacked. Remember when Rhea Ripley had that orbital fracture or that orbital injury? And they made it seem like they beat the shit out of her with bats and she was all bloody. And I was one of the only people saying like, wow, now women are bleeding in WWE. You know, but anyway, WWE on Netflix could do wonders, but I'm hoping that live stream doesn't fuck up for them, because that Tyson and Logan Paul shit was damn horrendous. It was terrifying to see, and that was just really bad. Hopefully it doesn't do that, you know. The buffer, we just waiting around for every little move and skip, you know. That's gonna make a lot of people unsubscribe. Bad enough you're making a lot of people subscribe just to watch Raw. You know, lucky enough I already got Netflix. My girl liked Netflix, so I like some stuff on Netflix, but it's really her why we got it. So that's already a win for me to watch Raw. But is Raw going to be interesting after this? Because this Raw seems like a pretty good show. It seems like it's going to be a pretty decent show. I mean, I don't really know how they can really get completely wrong with this. But it's not really more of a prediction. It's really more of what is the quality going to be? What is the atmosphere going to be? We're going to have the red ropes back, or we're going to have the black ropes? You know, is the scenery going to be different? Are we going to kind of get some things from the past to kind of be like, oh, okay, like Titantrons with highlights in it? Because I don't know why we don't get that anymore, where people get Titantrons or highlights in it. Highlights are very important in Titantrons, because think about the people that's just now seeing the show or that's in the building, and they look at your Titantron and be like, oh shit, he fought this person, oh he did that, or she did that. That's why Titantrons are important. But anyway, I'm just wondering, like, are we going to get anything, not only a callback, but are we going to get anything completely different? Not just, oh, well, it's just Raw on Netflix, but it's still Raw. It's still 2024 Raw. It's just on Netflix now. That's what I'm really wondering about. And then, of course, I forgot, dimension, we're gonna have, it's basically a star-studded show. We're gonna have what, Logan Paul, Cena. Of course, Cena might be the first segment of the night. Supposed to have Gunther and pretty much everybody, right? All the stacks, all the chips for this one. They bringing in everybody, right? You know, but it is this show is going to create a steady pace of good shows to come for Monday Night Raw on Netflix. That's what I'm really wondering. I'm looking 10 episodes ahead, not just this one, because this one seems to be pretty fair. Like it don't look like it's gonna fail. I think this show could be one of the best Raws in history. It has the potential to be, but then it has the potential to be one of the worst Raws in history. And the way that could be considered a bad Raw is if it's nothing different. And that's what I fear. Is it anything going to be actually different? And I'm already over the idea of it going TV 14. It don't need to. I honestly, I grew up with a Ruthless Aggression era, so that was a little bit toned down from the Attitude Era anyway. So it don't have to be over the top, full of shenanigans and cringe-worthy bullshit just to get reactions. It don't have to do all that. Attitude Era was great for what it was, but you got Attitude Era fanboys that will never admit that it's bunch of cringe-worthy shit, but it worked for its time, so I give it credit. And don't get me wrong, Ruthless Aggression, but it's wrestling. Wrestling always gonna have cringe-worthy shit in any era, because it's wrestling. But I'm just hoping that Raw on Netflix really sets really sets the scale of something totally different in the WWE atmosphere. The landscape of WWE completely changes. Because bad enough, we're getting SmackDown for 3 hours. And I heard that it's possibly just for a couple months. Maybe even just that first year. But if it's permanently, oh boy, I just don't see that going well. The roster has not been built up to live up to that type of limit, that type of hype. So hopefully, I just have to see that SmackDown to see it. But this Raw Netflix looks like a promising show. And I'm just hoping we are getting something different that's going to change WWE again. You know what I'm saying? Usher in this new era. Not the Triple H era, because I don't like that idea. This egomaniac got to make everything about himself. What the fuck is a Triple H era? But anyway, hopefully we usher in a new era. Something different. Different atmosphere. They wrestle different. Just like, I would just like to see Raw and be like, damn, this feels totally different. Instead of, oh, this is just Raw on Netflix. That's where it's going to fuck up. But anyway, like, share, subscribe, dislike, all of the good shit. You are subscribed to Netflix? Are you going to watch Monday Night Raw on January 6th? Happy New Year's, by the way. So, with that being said, we are out.